Is up? My name is Desiree. I know I've been gone, but I'm back. Maybe. We're gonna do a school today. This is something that I do all the time. This is pretty much my go-to school. I know it is not anatomically correct. Do not come for me. Okay? Starting off with my base, I'm gonna use some water-based paint. I'm gonna put that all over my face with this Juno sponge. And then I'm going to reinforce that white with some cream white paint or white cream paint, whatever. And I'm just going to place that all over my white side. And then I'm going to set everything with some translucent powder. Okay. Okay, so this next part is going to go pretty fast but pretty slow at the same time. We're going to start off with our details. I'm going to be using a water-based paint in dark purple from Mayron as well. And I'm just going to create a line from the corner of my lip to the center of my ear. And then I'm going to start creating these loops and shapes just to start shaping out my skull itself. Like I said, not anatomically correct, so I don't want to hear it. And we're just going to create these really feminine kind of like pretty little loops. And I really don't know how I'm going to explain that part, but I basically just did like a really squiggly S on my face. And you guys can pretty much do whatever you want. This is just the way that I do it. This is how I outline my eye here. So I just did a circle and then I make a little peak and that's it. Same thing with my nose, and then once everything is to my liking, I just fill everything in. Okay, for the most important part and the part that I do in almost all my school videos is the teeth. So I'm just going to create some boxes. I'm going to create some straight lines going down and up just like this. And I'm just going to do that all over my lip and then just, I guess, follow the natural curvature of my lip shape. Okay. Once that's done, I'm going to go in between each box and I'm going to create upside down U's or crescent moons, whichever one is more aesthetically pleasing for you. And I'm just going to connect all the teeth like that. And bam, we're practically done. Now we're just going to add some details. I'm going to outline the little squiggly S shape that I made on my face. And just to give it some space in between as well as a highlight. Whoa, that was really close. I almost touched the other purple and I would have been really mad, but your girl saved it. We good. So now we're just going to keep going. We're just going to outline this little portion here. And then after that, we're going to shade. To start my shading, I'm going to take this black from CoverGirl. You can basically use any black you want. But the reason why I chose this one is because it did have a little bit of a glitter pigment in it. So I'm just going to place this black at the very edge of my squiggly S shape. And I'm just going to blend that inward. And I'm just going to do that for all of the purple areas, including my eyes and my nose, as well as the teeth, as you can see. Next, we're going to add some depth. So I'm going back into my Lorelei Los Angeles palette. And this one is called Party Animal. And I'm going to use the purple because it has a blue kind of pigment to it. It definitely brought out the purple itself, which I ended up really liking. And I'm just going to place that all over the purple section. To shade in my lines, I'm going to use a mix of the purple and the pink from the palette. And I'm just going to lightly tap the color because these colors are super pigmented. And I'm just going to blend it out with a really, really tiny blendy brush. We're also going to add some of that shading to the teeth, up and down, just for some cohesiveness. And then we're going to apply this blue, what is it called? Oh, highlighter. This blue highlighter from Wet n Wild. I will place all the names and specifics down below. Next, we're going to be using this lime green. It's called Radioactive Green. from Graftobian and is a water-based paint. And I'm just going to place that green wherever I left a space for a highlight, just to add a different dimension to this. I really wanted to bring out that neon tones to this look. So I'm just going to do all of my outlines, and then I'm going to add a little bit of extra water to my paint pot, and then just dip my brush in it and tap it against my face so I get this splatter effect. Just remember, too much water makes them too light, and then not enough water makes them clumpy. And we take a break. Definitely not sponsored, but oh my god, can I be sponsored? Doritos Flames are so good. They're so freaking tasty. It's ridiculous. Anyway, back to my look. I'm just going to apply the same radioactive green to my lashes. I applied a clear mascara, and then I applied the paint on top so it could be more like bright. Now to my favorite part. So we are going to add some eye blood. These are from Krylon, and this is in the shade Black. If you're super sensitive to wearing contacts, I totally suggest these. These are amazing. Anyway, this pretty much concludes my tutorial. I only did the skull side because you guys can pretty much do whatever you'd like on the beauty side. But I will have a tutorial on my Instagram, so check that out. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and for always supporting my craziness. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Ciao.